Hey everyone, today I'm going to be bringing you the July 2013 review of the Starlooks box, which is the Starbox from Starlooks. Before I get my review underway, I need to get one quick opinion out of the way. On my last post regarding Starlooks, the line itself, not the actual Starbox, I was under the impression that all of their products were made by their chemist and that chemist used to work for MAC. I was under that impression because that's what I was told and that's what I had seen. I believe it was on their personal website. Now, when I posted my video regarding the aqua, the turquoise set, I was informed by Missy L that Starlooks comes from Modern Basics, and she told me to refer to the Polish Jinx. So if you'd like to look up any of this yourself, feel free. Missy L commented on the turquoise video. If you want to look into my videos and find that, you can see her name there. Or if you'd like to Google the Polish Jinx and look for, or Google Polish Jinx, Modern Basics, Polish Jinx, Starlooks, because I sat there and I read everything she wrote, which was a lot. There was a lot to read through. And I came to the conclusion that this line of cosmetics, Starlooks, is actually not really a line of cosmetics at all. They simply go to a company called Modern Basics, which has products already made, already available, that Starlooks is able to pretty much just slap their name on. Now, I know, to give the benefit of the doubt, I understand that starting a makeup company can be a little hard. You know, it's hard to get off your feet, especially if you're a smaller company. But telling people that you kind of are hands-on and that you have someone from MAC working for you when really you're just putting your name on a pretty much staple cosmetic line that other companies such as 277 Cosmetics are also using is a little bit deceptive, I feel. With all that aside, Starlooks products aren't bad. You know, they're decent in quality. There are some hits, there are some misses with as with any, you know, company, any cosmetic line. But I was just pretty much shocked to realize that Starlooks isn't really a brand at all. They just slap their name on things. And so I just wanted to get that out there so that if you are subscribed and you are watching this and you're thinking about subscribing, again, good products, good line. You can't buy cosmetics from Modern Basics itself. You have to go through somebody that's distributing it. So, you know, if you like the cosmetics, it's not really, you know, if you like the products, it's not really all that big of a deal. However, since the companies are buying it from that other company, they get to kind of pick whatever price they want, and the price that Starlooks is charging for the same products might be higher and is higher than other companies, which are selling the same exact products in the same exact colors in the same exact packaging with their name on it. So, anyway, let's get to this month's box. This is the card for the July Starbox, and I have a problem. I have a real big problem with their makeup artist, and I have a really big problem with their photographer, because their cards have been really bad. This girl right here in the middle, I don't know what in God's name they did to her nose, but first of all, no nose should be contoured like that. Like, it looks too thin. Just way too thin and way too gold. And then it looks like she has a tiny golden mustache, like she was eating golden Cheetos. Like, I'm sorry, but it distracts me from her beauty because she is a beautiful girl. It distracts me from her beauty, the way they have done her makeup. Because it's not her, it's her makeup, and that's a damn shame. So if this is what Starlooks wants me to look like, oh boy. Because you can see the actual flares of her nostrils have been completely minimized, so that her nose is just this really long. It's terrible. Anyway, so this box is the mixed Starbox month. Bold and neutral products for all skin tones. I feel like they keep saying that over and over and over again and never ever offer any bold products. I want to see bold products, like that month that they had the turquoise that I had to buy separately. I want to see the bold products, but I haven't. So this month's box actually includes a Saint Tropez eyeshadow palette. Gorgeous 5-shade eyeshadow palette is the perfect combination of matte and shimmer. It's great for day or night. You can also use the lightest shade as the gold shade as a powder, illuminator, or highlighter on the face and body. If that's what they're trying to do for that nose, I wouldn't recommend anybody to do that. But it's just too gold. And they say this retails for $41. So here it is. Here's the Starlooks palette. Now, for me, it kind of seems like a more fall palette. It kind of reminds me like it kind of seems like they tried to get the MAC Temperature Rising collection. Like it seemed like they were copying that. So let me focus in on that because it's a little bright. So you have this like, you have a white pinky champagne color, a yellow gold, a coral, a shade that looks like it would be a pretty purplish copper, but that applies differently, and a black. So I'm going to do a finger swatch, and then I'm going to quickly show you a picture of swatches on my arm so that you can see live swatches and regular swatches. So here is the first shade, and as you can see it's a little shimmery, it's very powdery, it's very soft, easy to blend. The gold, I couldn't imagine anybody using that as a powder highlighter. I'm sure somebody out there could blend it out, make it look real nice, but that color seems a little impossible to me. Here's the orange coral color, which is really, again, soft, easy to blend. The burgundy-ish color has a little bit of micro shimmer in there. And last but not least, we have, let me wipe my finger off so that I can show you the black. Let's wipe them off, okay. And the black, which no matter what I do gives me zero pigmentation. Like, I have to sit here and... Do you see that? It's still sheer in some areas, and I rubbed and rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. That is just unacceptable. I'm sure over primer it'd be much better, but that's going to have to be built up significantly. It's not soft, it's very stiff, very dry black. Without this one, this palette would have been pretty much a hit, but this brings it down because it's terrible, terrible pigmentation. The next product we have is the Sculpt and Blush Brush, and it's a pretty soft brush. I don't believe it's real fur, so it's the plastic bristles, but it's a nice full brush. It's pretty stiff, and it's Sculpt and Blush brush. It reminds me of something you can get off of Elf, but it'll serve its purpose nonetheless. The next thing we have is it says, and of course, our special surprise, the Ultimate Body Bronze Set featuring Quince Relaxing Body Butter and Starlooks Pennywise Pigment Luster, half-size bronze pigment. This doesn't say worth, but they give you a lot of steps from there on. To sum up the steps in not too many words, basically you take your relaxing body lotion, which comes in a one-time use plastic package. Looks like something you can get at a hotel. And you take your Starlooks pigment in Pennywise, which is a golden pigment. This is good for the eyes. I would use this for the eyes. It says you can use it for the eyes. To do a quick swatch of that, it would make a really pretty eyeshadow. It's beautiful. But mixing it with lotion, I'm not even going to get into that mess, because imagining this copper color all over my white skin just seems like an accident waiting to happen. So if you have a little bit darker skin, this might look gorgeous on you, but on someone like me, I can't even imagine. And having to make my own bronzer doesn't feel like a special surprise, as it doesn't feel like a special surprise. It feels more like craft time at summer camp or Girl Scouts. Just no. And they also give you a little card here that says special offer, unlimited half-size body bronzing pigments. Did you use up the Pennywise bronze pigment in your Starbox already? Love it so much you want more, or maybe you want to use it on your eyes? Use coupon Pennywise at checkout to purchase an unlimited amount of half-size Pennywise bronze pigment for $5 each. I'm not sure what that means. I think you can just keep buying the pigment over and over again for $5 if you make another purchase, which overall really isn't so bad. But if I were to rate this month, I would say it's decent. The only redeeming qualities of this month would be the first 4 colors of the palette, the pigment if used on the eyes, and probably the brush. Would I say it's worth the so-called $72? Absolutely not. But again, everything in these subscription boxes comes down to your personal taste, your personal preference, what you already own, what you want to own, etc. So for you, it might be worth $72. For me, it seems like, you know, a $20 trip to the drugstore, the discount drugstore at that. I feel like brands like Elf, which are much cheaper and offer significantly higher quality in some products, would be much better. And they actually have their own subscription box, but I'm not going to get into that here. I just wanted to quickly mention that because there are other brands that offer products like this at a steeper, you know, discount than this. But I'll leave a link below if you would like to sign up for Starlooks or you want to personally check them out. And if you do sign up, let me know how you like it. If you're already signed up, let me know how you felt about this month. You know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being overly critical because I tend to be. But I just don't like signing up for a subscription and then I feel like I get stiffed by them. Overall, not a terrible month, but not the best. I can't wait for them to actually put out a box that contains bold products like they keep promising. But overall, it will get used, and I'll try to do some looks, and I'll try to put them up on Instagram. I do have a swatch of the eyeshadows on my Instagram already, which is Recycled Stardust. You're probably getting sick of me saying that. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for watching.